All right, let's touch table on some football. I have no idea if it's NFL or pro, or excuse me, that's the same thing, and I'm adult. NFL or college. Let's find out with the music, please. Yes. The dumbest sport in all the land, college football.
Maybe so, but we're getting ever so close to week 0, then followed by week 1.
Can I offer you a trivia question?
Sure.
Because I think you'll be interested with this. Do you remember
okay, go ahead.
The whole change they made where the NCAA had the running clock in order to speed up the pace of play?
Yes.
Do you know that all it did was increase the length of games to a staggering 3 hours and 29 minutes? Yet, we're getting 5% fewer plays.
How did that happen?
Commercials. And simply watching every play get replayed. Like with challenges and crap. Continue. I just thought that was super depressing. Shout out Lil Yachty.
Winner.
Winner.
You know what? Let's stick with something so depressing, Mike. It's later on in the list, but let's just start off with it.
Sure.
Guys, this year, do you think you'll see a player do a holdout from whether it's a bowl game or whether it's a big-time game? Money's not right. I want a raise. You need to pay me more. Do you think we'll see some type of a holdout similar to what you're seeing in the NFL?
100% yes. The sport's lost. It's a total joke. Yes, it'll happen.
Yeah, I guess this is the mini NFL. So, yeah, we're definitely going to see what we see there. We're going to see here now because of the money.
Right. So right before the Red River shootout, there's Arch Manning. Well,
Yeah.
Got to pay up.
I can totally see it. Yes.
Is the pressure off of Ryan Day? I know this sounds ridiculous because they just won the national title. But there's something that's really the fly in the ointment with him. Is the pressure off of Ryan Day?
For now. Go ahead and lose to Michigan again. Watch what happens. I mean, at a certain point, Rico, God, I don't want to get into an argument with people today. Look, bottom line, the way college football is now, Michigan-Ohio State doesn't mean what it used to mean. So I guess losing that game doesn't matter, to your point. In fact, he could lose it every year, still make the playoff, and still win the national title, and they won't care. So you know what? What I was about to answer, I had to change my mind. So, yeah, the pressure's off. Doesn't matter. Hair dye.
See, I disagree with that, Mike, because I do think that the Michigan-Ohio State game is kind of going to be like the Army-Navy game. So even though those two teams aren't powerhouses, it just means something to those two for the Army and the Navy and everybody who was in those services. We're going to stop, and no matter what, you choose a side. And I think that's what the Michigan-Ohio State, no matter what,
how?
That hate runs deep, man.
But how? If you ask an Ohio State fan, you're going to lose to Michigan to win the national title, what are they going to answer? Army and Navy, that is their national title. Those poor guys aren't going to play for nothing. Those poor guys are about to go overseas.
And I hear you, Mike. I believe you're right in a
Lil
sense,
Yachty.
but they won the national title just now. So this is going to be a new year. They're going to be like, okay, wonderful. We have to beat Michigan, though. This is a new season. Beat Michigan, no matter what. Because
the fact that you won a national title, but you have to beat Michigan tells you how big that rivalry is. If they went out and lost to Michigan again and won another national title,
then I would say, you know what, they're changing their mind. And you know what, it won't matter.
But a lot of the Ohio State fans would be upset, like, but we couldn't beat Michigan? Anyway, we'll move on. How do you guys think that Georgia and Alabama will respond for a lackluster year from last year?
I think it's one of the most fascinating storylines in the sport. I mean, I just don't think I don't think Kalen DeBoer's a fit down there. And you're not going to get a lot of time. Now, we all could see a bit of a disaster coming with Milroe. That's not his type of quarterback. Now we got to see what the hell a Ty Simpson is. And as far as Georgia, look, I said this to Kenny before he left on his sabbatical for wedding and stuff. Kirby's got to make the playoffs here and win some games. And I'm scared about their quarterback situation. I don't believe Gunnar Stockton is this guaranteed superstar guy. And Rico, I wish I could tell you. I'm very uncertain about both of them.
Yeah, because it looks like, I think, Ty Simpson has just been named the Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, he was named the Alabama quarterback yesterday. But I want to focus on Georgia here because I think this first time since he arrived in Georgia, question marks for Kirby. Like, he didn't really have them. He started building and everyone just trusted him. He had everything he needed. He has no quarterback right now, meaning there's question marks there. We don't know what Gunnar Stockton's going to be. So because of that, this is the first time in a long time I think he's finally had pressure again at Georgia. He has to come through this year. Has to.
Okay. What are the expectations for Rich Rodriguez back at West Virginia?
Bowl game and the touchdown play. You're West Virginia. Honestly. I mean, their offense under Neil Brown has been a snooze. Look, I'm going to sound like such a loser saying this. He did a really nice job at Jacksonville State, and they were fun to watch. And I think a lot of this is about sizzle, Big 12's wide open, year one, bowl game, points, fun, whiz bang pow. But beyond that, it's win the Big 12.
Who has more pressure on them this season, Brent Venables at Oklahoma or Hugh Freeze?
Wow. I hate you. I can't separate those two.
Wow, I got a Friday wow. Okay.
It's got to be Auburn, though, because the boosters could kidnap Hugh Freeze after week 4. Auburn is a zoo. The way that school runs and the power brokers and the whole thing. I'll say Hugh Freeze, but, man, hell is definitely hot for Venables, too. But between those two, Hugh Freeze.
I'm also going to say Freeze because we just talked about Georgia and Alabama. The time is now to capitalize on what they're struggling with. Bama's question marks. We don't know what they'll be. We don't know what Georgia will be from this day forward. Auburn has to take the opportunity to step forward there.
Let Michigan go to Oklahoma and win in week 2.
I hear you, though. I do. I hear that.
I mean, Freeze may be fired at the end of the season, but Venables?
That's fair. That's fair.
Who wins the breakup? Nico Iamaleava or Tennessee?
Tennessee. Better program, stronger support, stronger infrastructure. I think UCLA is dead as a doorknob. And Nico, I didn't love him with great supporting cast. What the hell is he going to look like with those D-listers out there?
But he'll be playing in the Rose Bowl.
It doesn't count if there ain't nobody there. Jeez.
According to all the reports coming out of camp, Nico looks amazing. He's doing things that they've never seen before.
Well, complete a pass.
But here's the other side of it. They have no talent in UCLA, so of course they've never seen anything like that before. There's nothing else around him.
Fair enough. Who crashes the college football playoff, a.k.a. what you saw Arizona State do? Go from a nobody to we're in.
Oh, boy. So this would have to be a real long shot, nobody remotely close, right?
Right, correct.
Okay. What about a team that spends a ton of money? They are in an off-brand conference. What about Louisville?
Okay.
You got an offensive coach in Brom. You got major NIL down there. You don't have a roadblock of playing in the Big Ten or the SEC. Plus, you dominate the helmet game. What about Louisville?
Okay. I can see Louisville. David?
I mean, they're more of a bigger program, quote unquote. They just haven't been good in a long time. I'm going to stick with Nebraska here because they do have Michigan at home. Maybe they can find a way to get that victory there. And they only have Penn State as a big-time school on the road. So with the college football playoff, 1 or 2 losses can maybe get you in.
You know what, guys? Both of those are fair. Go ahead, Mike.
Now, I'll give you one more. And I want you to hear, just so Rico can make fun of me, David, I'm in a good mood. This is the year Texas A&M gets it right. What about a Marcel Reed ascension, year 2 in the Colin Klein offense?
Yes, and they're in the SEC, though, so I think they would get the bump. So if they were close, they would be in.
Lose 3 games and still get in?
Yes. Finally, which week 1 matchup are you most excited for? Texas at Ohio State, Notre Dame at the U in Miami, LSU at Clemson, or VTech at South Carolina?
I'll say for the pressure index, the LSU game.
No. The Mikey Index. Which one? If you could only watch
Texas,
one, which one?
No, Texas, Ohio State. I mean, I
Not
just
the
I have to
Cockaboos?
see. No, because I can't wait to see what Julian Sayin and Arch Manning actually are. That's theater.
Okay.
Now, never forget what Fox took from us. That should be a night game.
I know.
So, F you, big noon kickoff. I hate your existence.
Well, everybody likes games at noon. What are you talking about, Mike?
Yeah, signed Orville Redenbacher.
I'm actually
I mean,
looking
you got to be
forward.
9. Yeah, that goofball as well.
I'm looking forward actually to Western and Michigan State.
Okay.
You know, David, I hope you get diarrhea.
That's your college football blitz 97.1.